Te sika toia ia tia, heki e tutu ia tite hia, hite kua ia sia, rukaria ia tia ia kaua ia titea usia ia titea ia kuhua ia tiha ia tia tuia. Hia se aia tua, hia tia ia kia, si uito tua ia kia tua, hia se kaiha hia tu ia tita ia tutu. Hazita ya kita ya ututa ya kia siki hua hitiria ya si tu ya tia ya kia koto ya titeitia itakikua hia se ya yotu ya titia ya kia taki hua se ya kitu ya tia ya kita ya tuta ya tia hazia ya kia tutia ya tia ya usa hitia usika ya tutia ya kia tita siki tu ya kia tu aia sia, hitia o sia ikia ia titia o sia ia titia o koa hitaya. It is I, Adama, from Telos, within Mount Shasta. It has been a while since I have come forth to this group, but your strong connection with us in astral, as well as your travels to the Mount Shasta region, have been important to expand our connection. I'm stepping forth to encourage you to return once again, to connect once again physically with the mountain, if not this year, next. But as soon as you are feasibly able to, that this would be encouraged as a homecoming for you. For we Telosians will be making our presence known in a more physical way with the humans upon the surface, as those of you are raising your level of consciousness to meet ours within the fourth dimension, that many of you are already at this level, to have a more conscious connection, a more physical connection, which is somewhat easier to do when you are physically present upon the mountain, that you have heard of others having experiences with us, being invited into Telos in meditation, for example, being led and guided into our civilization. But we will be also coming out more to human society, making our presence more known as you are approaching open contact, that it will also not only be galactic beings making this open contact, but we also wish to reconnect with our brothers and sisters upon the surface. So I'm here to help bring this to your awareness, to expect to have us walk more readily amongst you. in the coming years, initially it might seem more of an etheric form or not fully solidified. But as you are rising to our level, you will see us as you see yourselves in a similar form. As you're rising to a higher plane of existence in the fourth and then the fifth dimensions. But you can also connect with us upon the astral planes during your meditations. You can ask to make a connection with us. And as you are multidimensional beings, you will be able to step into our realm as we step into yours. It is all through your connection with us through the heart. And I would be happy to answer your questions if you would like to present them now.
Okay, thank you very much. That's very interesting because Susan and I have both been talking about it would be really nice to go back, but we have this trip that we're planning to host with connecting the divine masculine and divine feminine, creating that balance. And so as we're getting ready to do that, I get the sense that Mount Hood has energies there that are also tied in somewhat to Lemuria, kind of like how it's the outskirts. But can you elaborate on the energy that's there, or why are we? Because it's not just the balancing of the divine masculine feminine. I get the sense that we're doing energetic work on the land there as well.
There is an etheric retreat above Mount Hood. And in a sense, as you describe it, as an outpost, it is a retreat that we are able to visit from our plane of existence. To connect with other beings such as ascended masters at this etheric retreat upon the mountain there, as they are able to visit us where we are as well. But this is another gathering place for us and for many other beings as a retreat space for us to hold conferences to discuss planetary matters and what is occurring amongst the human collective.
Okay, that makes perfect sense. Can you talk about the energy that I felt bopping around inside my head? That was a very cool experience, and I would love to have more insight on that energy.
The synapses within your brain or your neurons are firing off or being reactivated to provide you with the mechanisms to have your dormant abilities come online, which includes what Soraya was talking about with the telepathy is that with these upgrades that you've been experiencing, with these energetic shifts within your consciousness, that your dormant abilities are coming online more as the light energy, the light codes coming into the planet are supporting this greater expansion of your light bodies, this activation of your crystalline DNA, that it's moving to the next level, and that the energies coming into the planet are supporting this. And so, as what has been mentioned, there have been various new experiences that many of you have been having that at first may seem foreign to you or seem concerning if you have never experienced them before. In some cases, it may be a feeling of deja vu, a remembrance of an inner knowing that, yes, I have experienced this in other lifetimes. This is something that seems familiar. At other times, initially, it concerns you if it's something that is causing physical sensations in your body that in your current life stream you haven't experienced. But trust and allow that this is what you came here for, to experience this greater expansion of consciousness, of returning to this knowing of self, in this expanded awareness of who you are and what you are capable of as humans. For much has been hidden from your awareness, but now is the time of remembrance. So these sensations, what you've experienced with this, your firing of neurons, if you wish to call it that, and this fizzy energies feeling within your body, just enjoy the experience. Appreciate that this is this part of being the enlightened humans that you are, and coming into a greater understanding of yourselves, and welcome it all in. It is not something to be afraid of. Know that all is unfolding as it should, according to your blueprint, your divine blueprint.
Beautiful. Okay, Radha does have a question.
So what I wanted to find out was, recently we were doing some grid work in some of the Mayan ancient sites. And when we got to a place called El Pilar, I had very strong energies in my head. You know, and I was also kind of half out of it. I was wondering, did I have a lifetime there? Is that why I was getting this interaction?
Yes, I'm getting that you were a Mayan priest, a male priest.
What was my role as a priest?
You had a celestial connection working with what you would now know as astronomy, working with the moon and the stars as far as astronomical cycles upon the planet and how they affected the growth of crops. You were similar to a shaman in that you had a deep connection with the earth, but also celestial bodies and an understanding of how the rhythms of these planetary bodies and the earth affect one another and affect the growth of plant life and weather, that you were able to connect in with the music of the spheres as what you know them to be. And the rhythms of Mother Gaia.
Wow, that's wonderful.
And they were
So,
there are those that, so you would advise what you would call the farmers as to when to plant their crops, for example, related to, for example, the full moon or a certain astrological alignment, when certain times of the year were best for planting, for harvest, if there would be perhaps a drought, if there would be monsoon rains, that you had this inner knowing, this inner connection with the earth to understand these rhythmic changes of the connection between heaven and earth, how they affected one another, and that you would receive messages or this inner guidance to advise the people as to the effects of the movements of the heaven and the earth, and when would be the most beneficial times to do certain things, and when would be the time for rest versus activity in different activities within the community, like even affecting cultural celebrations or worship.
So
But you
did I
were
live?
an advisor to the people in this way.
So did I live in El Pilar? Because we did work around 7 sites, and that was one of the main places where I just felt, you know, I had these sensations. Was I getting back some of the energies from that lifetime?
You were reintegrating soul fragments from that lifetime, is what I am getting. That it was, yeah, it was a reintegration of that part of your soul from that lifetime, or bringing it back into the wholeness of your understanding of self.
Well, that makes sense. Beautiful.
And
Thank you.
as those of you are on the ascension path, many of you are having, I don't want to call it a bleed through experience, but you are connecting to these other lifetimes or coming to an awareness of them, because as you ascend, you are bringing back into wholeness these other aspects of you into an elevated knowing at a higher soul level. As you're integrating your higher self with the lower self, it is also bringing in or reintegrating these other life streams that are a part of you at this higher soul level, bringing that into your awareness. And this is part of your path to enlightenment.
Well, thank you so much for this insight. I appreciate it. Looking forward to meeting the Thelosians in person one day soon.
Yes, we are looking forward to that as well. But you can request to connect with us in your dream time in astral, and to work in helping with open contact, with our open contact with you and with others upon the surface when the timing is right, when there has been enough humans within the collective that have reached the level of consciousness where you have been working towards, that it is moving in that direction, but there is more that needs to be done. But we are in happy anticipation and can see from our higher vantage point where the human collective is headed, where you are all headed. And we are very appreciative of all that you are doing to assist us and your galactic brothers and sisters in preparing for open contact.
Wonderful. Thank you. Blessings.
Yes, blessings.
During the planetary alignment, I saw many spaceships. Just wondering, are they of us, or just what your thoughts on it?
So this vision that you saw, it is everyone lining up, everyone in preparation for open contact, many that are moving closer in preparation for this on your planets, but this astrological alignment, planetary alignment, are making the energies more conducive towards making this connection, which may at this time begin at the end of this year into the next, and will continue to expand from there as as the floodgates open, as the introductory contact is made, more will continue to make their presence known in the coming years. So this vision that you had is showing your galactic brothers and sisters preparing themselves for the greatest show on earth that is yet to come. But there's great anticipation and excitement that we are all feeling at this time, that is rippling through the human collective, as well as out here in the outer reaches surrounding your earth. The energy is continuing to build and grow in the universal connection that we all have with you. That this alignment is amplifying, this planetary alignment is amplifying our collective energies, our connection. It is raising the vibrational pitch of our collective song, and all of the energies that are being brought forth, that are rising to the surface within your human collective, that are also being combined with our energies within the inner earth, combined with your galactic brethren, that we are feeling this greater sense of love and connection with you. That we are all tuning in to this higher connection and this greater amplification of this love we have for one another. And we wish for you to focus on this, not on the chaotic energies that you see within your media that are being released, that are being surrendered, so that the new may come in, to make space for these new energies that are coming into the planet. Stay within the higher realms of your consciousness to connect with all of us as we continue to build these energies upon the planet to support those that are just awakening. They will see the example that you bring forth to them of what it is to embody the love that you are, of what it is to be in joy and curiosity and your magnificent creatorship. That you will show others the way to find their divine selves as you are discovering yours to a higher degree, that you are reaching the crescendo of the music of your souls. So flow with the melody that you emit, that you share with the world. And embody this beauty that you all have. This energy that is unique to who you are, that you're here to share with the world. And stay within your hearts to remain in peace and harmony and balance. This is what I wish to share with you.
Thank you. Much love.
Much love.
Thank you so much. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful heart message for all of us. I have a question from Joan. She asks, can you enlighten us as to what the purpose of having a triad flame is? It's like twin flames, but three. And if there's a message for her.
As you've heard of the threefold flame, and the importance, the symbolic importance of three within the universe, you've heard of the multiplication of threes, 3, 6, 9, 12. That three has a great symbolic importance within your human understanding. This threefold flame, this triad connection, instead of twin flames, a triad flame, is where three different soul aspects wish to combine in such a way to embody this three connection. It is wishing to connect into the vibration of three as a numeric construct, as a coming back to that threefold flame, but is a blending of energies similar to the blending of the threefold flame. That these three different soul aspects choose to blend or connect their energies in a particular life stream as a form of expression that they are sharing with the world through this connection that is bringing forth this energy of three, or this threefold energetic connection. It is choosing to connect in this way to bring your energies together. As you've heard, body, mind, and spirits is another three connection. But there's a certain vibrational energy that is created in this triad connection that you are choosing to bring into the world. It is a greater expansion of holiness, expression of holiness that you are bringing forth as part of this triad to the earth. That you have your individual energies, of course, but it is also by bringing these energies together and amplifying it as a triad to raise this flame and make it even brighter. So it is, in a sense, a soul agreement that you are making to be part of this triad, to bring together or come together in this threefold connection. To bring forth this greater amplification of energies upon the earth. that are representative through the energy of 3 or multiplication of 3 that is a building block within the universe. So it is a way to amplify your energies upon the earth plane by choosing to come together as a triad to share the amplification of your gifts, both individually and collectively. So it amplifies, by having this connection, it amplifies your individual gifts, but also you are able to connect in this way to amplify as your own collective within the triad, but also it also amplifies what you are here to share individually.
That's beautiful. Thank you so much for that message.
You are welcome.
I think for the last question, a while back I had during astral travel a symbol of concentric circles. So a small circle surrounded by many, many, many large circles. I would say as many as, I don't know, 8, 12, maybe more. But these circles were shown to me. And then in the next moment, I saw the circles again. But this time there were 2 hands over the circles. They weren't touching them. They weren't set on the circles. They were held over the circles. What did this, I get the sense it's some type of a form of healing energy, and maybe it's just energy, but what is the representation of the hands over the circles and these concentric circles, this symbolic representation?
It's representative of your healing energies, or how when you are applying healing through your hands, how these energies radiate outwards, how you are focusing the energy in upon a person, an animal, whatever you are directing your healing energies upon. It's like you are focusing the energies on that focal point, the smallest circle, but it is expanding out beyond that, that there are many layers of energy within your auric field as you know it to be. There are many layers beyond the physical form, many layers of energy out from that. And that when you apply healing to a body, for example, that it's not only affecting the core of that person, the physical body that you observe with your sight, but all the energetic layers beyond that, that are beyond your human sight to perceive. in some cases. You may see a person's aura, but there are also additional layers far beyond that, beyond what you are able to perceive with your human sight, that are also being healed. That there are all these energetic layers beyond the human form that you perceive that are receiving these healing energies that you share within your sessions. And the concentric circles are reflecting, as a visual, reflecting all these layers of energy that are affected by the focus of your healing energies, all these different layers of the human body, for example, or animal body, or a tree being, whatever you're applying your healing energies to, that it's not just the form that you perceive, but many layers beyond that form that are also affected by the application of your healing energies.
Wow, that's beautiful. I think I knew it to a sense, but that explanation brings it to a deeper meaning. So I thank you so much. If you would like to send us off with a blessing in light language or English, however you'd like, or light language and then translation,
Yes.
we would be so grateful. Adama, thank
Yes.
you for coming, and always lovely to connect with you. See you in the astral, my friend.
Yes. I hope to connect with you even tonight. But any nights, you are welcome to visit Telos. Tosika yatitia yakia hosika yatia usia yatitaya yasu yatia yakia okoa hiaziuga yaketia usika yatuhua yatitia yakitiko sika yatu yatia hiazia okoa hiatia ukia tia sukutia hiazia yakutu ya hita ya hua sia ya tito sa ya kia ya hia sukua ya hia o sa ya hia oko hazia hia tutu ya tia ya kua ya tita siti kutu ya tia hiazia ya kia tukutea ya sitia ya ku hazia ya kia tia o sukua ya tia ya tika ya tia o sa hitia itu ya hiasia kia ya hia tupia ya tia tutu te tia tikia o sa hazia ya kia sitia ho sitia tutu totoya. Blessings to all of you, my Lemurian brothers and sisters. May all remember our connection. May all remember who they are. May we all come together in unity and bring about peace upon the planet. And love and joy within your hearts. That the time is coming, the time is drawing near for us to reunite. We extend our love and blessings to all of you, our distant cousins, our ancient family that have returned upon the planet for this time, so that we may come together as one human family upon the surface. We hope to join hand in hand with all of you under the open sky, under the stars, upon the surface of Gaia. We hope to join with you and be embraced by our mother's arms and the love of Creator. Blessings to all of you, and I will connect with you again. All right. Oh, my eyes are dry, as they usually are.
Wow, excellent. Great messages tonight. Thank you for your channeling, Susan. We appreciate it. And of course, thank you to Adama for coming through and inviting us back to Mount Shasta.
Yeah, I got the sense, yeah, it's not going to be the trip to Oregon,
Yeah, I
but
get that sense too.
it could maybe,
Potentially be this fall or it'll be next year.
yeah, I almost got like maybe this September,
Mm-hmm.
possibly like we've gone in September before. It's been a good time, or next year, but yeah, I definitely felt,
I mean, I feel
I
like
wouldn't say the urgency, but it
yeah,
felt
the need
like
to go back.
as we're moving closer and closer to first contact, that, yeah, just the ability to connect will be stronger in person there, or that, connecting with the energy of the mountain at Mount Shasta. And yeah, that we might have an even more amazing time than what we've
Last
already
time.
had there. So that connecting with the Telosians, and yeah, so it should be awesome. But yeah, I kind of felt like maybe even this September,
Yeah.
if we feel called to, or
Just
next
agree.
year, or next year. So, but yeah, cool.
Cool indeed.